Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
A vision that says we're greater together than we are on our own. And that everybody should get a fair shot. And everybody should do their fair share.
Yes.
And everybody should play by the same set of rules. And when we do that, then the entire country does better.
Yeah.
The market does better. Business does better. Workers do better. Our children do better.
Woo.
The future is brighter. That's the vision we share. That's the change we believe in. And we knew it wasn't going to be easy. I told you. I did. We knew it wasn't going to come quickly. But think about the journey we've traveled over the last 3 years because of what you did in 2008. Because of your effort. We're starting to see what change looks like.
Woo.
Change is the first bill I signed into law. Lilly Ledbetter Act. It says women deserve an equal day's pay for equal day's work.
Yeah.
Change is the decision we made to rescue the American auto industry from collapse even when it wasn't popular. And some people say we should let Detroit go bankrupt with 1 million jobs on the line. I wasn't going to let that happen, and today GM is back on top as the world's #1.
Yeah.
With more than 200,000 new jobs created in the last 2.5 years. The American auto industry is back. That's change.
That's change.
Change is the decision we made to stop waiting for Congress to do something about our oil addiction and go ahead and raise our fuel efficiency standards for the first time in decades.
Yeah.
And by the next decade, we'll be driving American-made cars that get almost 55 miles to a gallon. That's what change is.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Change is the fight that we won to stop handing out over $60 billion in taxpayer subsidies to banks that issue student loans. We said, let's give that money directly to students.
Yeah. Yeah.
The number of students that are getting loans and the amount of loan that they're getting. So that millions of young people have opportunities they didn't have before.
Yes.
And yes, change is the healthcare reform bill that we passed after a 6 year.
Yeah. Woo.
That has already allowed 2.6 million young people to stay on their parents' insurance.
Yes.
A reform that will ensure that in the United States of America, nobody is going to go broke just because they get sick.
That's right.
Yeah.
Americans will no longer be denied or dropped by their insurance companies just when they need care the most.
Yes.
That's what change is. Change is the fact that for the first time in our history, you don't have to hide who you love to serve the country.
Well,
So much more trouble is over.
Yeah.
That's change. For the first time in 9 years, there are no Americans fighting in Iraq. The terrorists who actually attacked us on 9/11. Thanks to the brave men and women in uniform, Al-Qaeda is weaker than it has ever been, and Bin Laden isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
this change has been easy, and we've still got a lot more work to do. There's still too many Americans out there that are looking for work. There's still too many families who can barely pay the bills. Still see their homes underwater. We're still recovering from the worst economic situation in our lifetimes. But as tough as this economy is and has been, think about what changed the day I took office. That month we were losing 750,000 jobs.
Yes, yes you were.
Over the past 2 years, businesses have added about 3.7 million new jobs. Our manufacturers are creating jobs for the first time since the 1990s. Our economy is getting stronger. The recovery is accelerating. America is coming back. And the last thing we can afford to do is go back to the same policies that got us back. That's what it's at stake in this election. Because that's what the other candidates want to do. Take us back. I told you I loved you already. These other folks, they make no secret about where they want to go. They want to go back to the days when Wall Street played by its own rules.
Yeah.
We're okay. No, this is what San Francisco is always about. There's always something going on in San Francisco. Folks are not shy about sharing their ideas.
But we love you.
Yeah, it's fun. But here's what's at stake in this election. Look, the other folks, these folks who are running for president, well, that's what they're doing. They want to go back to the days when insurance companies could deny coverage.
That's right.
Or jack up premiums without any reason. They want to spend trillions of dollars more on tax breaks for folks like me who don't need it and aren't asking for it, even if it means adding to the deficit or gutting things like education or clean energy or basic research or Medicare. The philosophy is simple. We are better off when everybody pays for themselves and everybody plays by their own set of rules. And I'm here to tell them they are wrong. Because in the United States of America, we are greater together than we are on our own. We're better off when we keep that basic American promise that if you work hard, you can do well.
That's right.
You can raise a family. Get on a home. Send your kids to college.
Yes.
A little away from retirement. And then that promise is open to everybody. You know, if you're born into tough circumstances, we're going to give you ladders to climb up into that middle class.
Yeah.
And if you're in that middle class, then we're going to make sure that you've got the tools to, even in a changing world, have some security and some stability in your life.
Yeah.
That's what we're fighting for. That's the choice in this election. This is not just another political debate. This is the defining issue of our time, a make or break moment for middle class Americans and all those who are trying to get into it. And we can go back to an economy that's based on outsourcing and bad debt or phony financial profits. Or we can fight for an economy that is built to last. An economy built on American manufacturing, and American-made energy, and skills and education for American workers, and the values that have made America great: hard work and fair play and shared responsibility. That is what we're fighting for. That's what we're taking this fight. Manufacturing isn't taking root just in Asia or Europe. I want it to take root in factories in Detroit and Pittsburgh and Cleveland, California. I don't want this nation to be known just for buying and consuming stuff. I want to be known for building and selling products. And I want to stop rewarding businesses that are shipping jobs overseas. I want to reward companies that are investing here in the United States and creating jobs all throughout this country. I want to make our schools the envy of the world. And that starts with the men and women who are in front of the classroom. You know, a good teacher, we got some teachers here. I want to say thank you. A good teacher can increase the lifetime income of a classroom by over $250,000. A great teacher can offer a path of escape for a child who's born into really tough circumstances. I don't want to hear folks in Washington bashing teachers, but I also don't want them just defending the status quo because too many kids aren't making it. So I want us to pull together and give schools the resources they need to keep good teachers on the job and reward the best ones. And in return, let's grant schools the flexibility to teach with creativity, with passion, and not just teach for the class. But also to say to teachers who aren't doing the job, you know what? You got to improve or we're going to find somebody else. And when kids do graduate, you heard from Patty, the costs of college just keep on going up and up and